Good morning, everybody. Here we are. Welcome to the Bite Show. Morning, Connie. Morning, Nancy. Hi, Eric. How's everyone doing today? They're saying maybe we get a little rain today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I was looking at that a little earlier, and I didn't see then, and looks like Ida's making landfall. That's going to be very exciting in Louisiana today. What did I decide to get for the cabinets? Basically, they're going to be pretty much the same kind of pattern I have in there now. It's just it's not going to be the off-white color. It's going to be just a pure white. So I think it'll lighten up the room a little bit more, and I think it's going to look nice up there. Got a pretty wild storm in Minnesota, huh? That sounds like fun. I guess that's still rain, right? No snow in Minnesota in August. I'm guessing. They're mandating masks at school. Yeah, that's no fun. They're mandating masks at work too, and I don't like it either. I've said it before, but it goes against the argument that they keep saying you need to get vaccinated. Well, the reason you get vaccinated is so you don't have to wear the masks anymore. At worst, it's like mixed messaging here. Morning, Bill. Yeah, I agree, Connie. It's gonna look nice in there. And I originally thought it was gonna be like late December, but they're actually pushing now to have it in by maybe around Thanksgiving. So maybe it's not gonna be that long. They said 17 weeks when they told me that. I was thinking 17 weeks is about Christmas. So we'll see what happens. But the sooner the better. They say it'll take about 4 days to put in. So I'll have to be without my kitchen for a week. But what I'm gonna try and do is see if we can arrange it to have them do it during one of my long work weeks. Because if I'm not, if I'm at work all day during the days, then it won't be as big a deal. What color are the cabinets? The cabinets going to be white. They're going to be pretty much like they are now, except really white, not this kind of off-white, and not the dirty looking white. I don't know. I showed them to the person who came out and did the measurement last week, and she was even saying, "Yeah, I don't have any idea what they were trying to accomplish. It looks horrible." Thunder and lightning. I love thunder and lightning. Good morning, PDXer. How are you doing today? Nibbles down there meowing at me. She's doing her typical orbit of the lazy boy chair now, trying to decide whether she wants to come into the shot or not. There she is. There's our Nibble. You want a kitty treat, Nibble? Huh? Here, Nibble. A kitty treat. No? Coax her into the shot here a little bit. Want another one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, you can have one too. Another one, Nibble? You slipped on that one, didn't you? Keep it just out of his reach. Come on, Nibble, you want another one? You're so gullible. All right, maybe later. Let's see what I've missed here. The film and audio teacher used to be a director on News 25. He also had a degree in acting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I'm going to try and vlog as much of the cabinet installation as I can. You know, it all depends on whether the installation people are up for that. At very least, I hope to have some time-lapse video of the whole process. Well, the governor said that counties and cities and the likes can't force everyone to wear a mask, but it's still up to private businesses whether they want to do it, and that's just what the boss has said. In fact, basically, the governor's executive orders should be affecting Eric and him having to wear masks at school, but the schools are getting around it. Uh, have found some loophole to get around it, and they're calling it a dress code violation. So I don't know. I kind of agree with the governor on this. You know, it should be up to the parents to decide whether their kids are wearing masks. By having the cabinets raised, also, yeah, we're going to get rid of those bulkheads above the cabinets, and that's going to raise them up quite a bit. We're not. They're not actually going to. They're actually going to go all the way up to the ceiling, but they're not going to. The cabinets are going to be a little larger, so the bottom won't go up as much as the top goes up because they're going to be there's going to be a little bit more space in there. So that'll be nice too. But it'll also kind of open up the kitchen a little bit. The kitchen feels a little claustrophobic because the cabinets are so low. I think the cabinets were original to the house, and it looks like these houses here are all like one-offs. They were all probably designed by the original owner, and so none of them are the same. And so I'm guessing that probably what happened is the original owner asked to have the cabinets put that low. Probably it was someone probably a short woman who just didn't have the reach to get way up to the top, and that's fine, but it's a little too low for me. I wish I had a chance to learn Photoshop and Adobe Editor. I think I played with Adobe Editor a little bit a long time ago. Didn't it used to be called Adobe Premiere? I used to have a copy of Adobe Premiere. Maybe that's what they call it now, is Adobe Editor. But I use Photoshop all the time. In fact, if you saw the thumbnail at the front end of the for the live stream, that was just a photo I shot of Nibble this morning, and I edited that in Photoshop. But I guess part of the reason we didn't get to learn Photoshop and Adobe Editor or Adobe Premiere or any of that stuff when I was in school is none of those programs existed when I was a kid. We wrote everything on stone tablets with sticks. It was a major leap forward when we got parchment. and a feather quill. No, I didn't have the chef's hats. YouTube has kind of changed the process for starting up a live stream. And I remembered from last week that it didn't give me an option to just snap a photo. Usually it's a picture of me sitting here in front of the laptop with a background, and that's usually my thumbnail image for it. But last week, when they updated the software to start up, it doesn't give you the option to shoot that picture. So this week I decided to do that, but it was kind of a last minute addition, and so didn't really spend a whole bunch of time. I just said, well, let's get a picture of nibble. Didn't really have a lot of time to edit it much more than just format it for the size of the screen. I was actually thinking what I was going to do is put some text on there, put like a little thought bubble with some text in there saying, hey, get ready to watch the live stream or something like that. But by that point, it was too late. Out of my way, Norton. Yeah, anyone in the path of Ida? Probably not going to be on here because it looks like it's making landfall right now. My audio is very scratchy. Is anyone else noticing that? Hello, Oren from Lake Jackson. Glad you're here. Your friend's toilet keeps whistling. I don't know if I know what to do. It depends on what's causing that. I don't know. My thought initially is give it some crackers. It's hard to whistle when when you eat crackers. Is the hurricane going to hit Texas? No. In fact, it's kind of turning away from Texas. They don't think we're even going to get any rain out of it. I think Governor of California recalled. I don't know. I hope so, but it's not really my problem anymore. It's that little rubber seal. Sometimes I notice in my toilets, the way that thing works is there's a little rubber cap that goes into the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and then there's like a chain or something that goes up to the flusher thing. And when you pull the flusher, the lever goes up, it pulls the flap up, and then when the water drains out, the flap goes back down, plugs the hole, and the bowl fills up again. Now I've noticed with my toilets that sometimes the chain gets a little kinked up, and when the chain gets kinked up, the chain gets a little shorter, and it doesn't necessarily allow the little plug to plug the hole. So you might want to have them look at that, see if it might just be, get in there and jiggle it and it works. So. I think Larry Elder would be an excellent choice for governor of California, but I don't think he's got a chance. Hate to say it, but if California does recall Newsom, they'll just elect the next person on the list. Eric's learning Spanish, huh? Sounds like fun. You look and it seems like it's very tightly sealed, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to diagnose it over the internet. I'd have to actually come in and look at it, figure out what's happening. Toilet problems usually aren't that expensive. In fact, if it's whistling, it could be the water system. It could be just a got a little bit of a leak and a little bit of water is leaking in there. We're going to do the haunted house again this year. Yes, yeah, I've already been invited. In fact, John has already told me what I'm going to be doing this year. It looks like I'm going to be doing the same thing I did the first year, which was the creepy dentist in the uh, in the hospital maze. So that'll be kind of fun. I had a lot of fun with that one. Last year I was in the Her Wicked Way maze. And I was in the middle of that, and I was basically in a room with bars. So there was only so much interacting I could do with the visitors. But last year when I was in the dentist office, I could chase them around. And I'm a big guy to begin with. I'm like 6'3", and I put on my big shoes, so I adds another inch or two to me. So I'm kind of an intimidating figure. Should have a handyman service. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, the creepy dentist, right? I don't know. Do I have pictures of that? I probably have pictures of that. Let me see if I can find them. Hang on a second. It would be, gotta go way back here. That was last year. So much stuff here. 1990. I gotta go to like October 1990, don't I? That's the Christmas one. No, I don't have that one. So sorry, you have to use your imagination. But they basically put some like latex scars on me, and I was all covered with blood. And I had a lab coat, and that was all covered with blood. So it was fun. Yo, Adam, man, everyone's hearing static. Yeah, I don't know what might be causing that. You'll be glad when Jordan's finished for the Elvis vlogs. Yeah, Jordan's a huge Elvis fan, so yeah, that's just part of it. My house is haunted. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I mean, because there's no noise here. I mean, I got the dishwasher running in the other room, but you shouldn't be hearing that. Your dentist cat advertises caters to wimps. Nice. There's Bite down there at the end of the hall, hanging out. The hurricane is disturbing the atmosphere. Yeah, maybe. What's my worst fear? Doing live streams. No, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm a little uncomfortable with people. I don't know if that's a fear necessarily, but you binge watched my videos last night. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can see what's happening with the hurricane here. I'll turn this thing on here, I think. Yeah, I gotta wait for it to boot up. YouTube has had an update today on the other live stream. You couldn't connect with the stream. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what it is too. Who knows? Let's see if I'll boot up here. I only use the pad, once a week on the live streams here, and so it gets powered off, and then when I do want to use it, then I got to turn it back on again. Okay, looks like we'll boot up here. It's slow here. Yeah, Spectrum does have decent internet. I have Spectrum, and it's pretty good. Fortunately, all you can get is that's all you can get except Dish. I've had a lot of problems with Dish, so yeah. I mean, I get that. A place I worked a number of years ago before I worked at Disney. I worked at a little company that manufactured CD and DVD stampers, and for some reason, we're right in the middle of a big community, but for some reason, none of the cable companies ran cable down this particular street, and so we had to, use the dish for the internet. And a lot of our customers would send their CDs and DVDs to us over the internet, and they just, basically FTP it to us, and it didn't work very well. We had to often at times have the customers send it multiple times. So I get it. The dish is a problem because it doesn't do really well with stormy weather and stuff like that. Thank you, Orangey. Thank you very much. That's really generous of you. I appreciate that. Would I ever buy a second house and flip it? Yeah, I've actually thought about that. Don't know if I'm going to do that at this point, but it would be kind of fun to do that. I'd have to have a big chunk of cash up front to do that, and because there's things I can't do. There's a lot of things I can do, but it would be kind of fun. And you're right, I would get a lot of vlogs out of that. Never heard of Spectrum. Is it on the East Coast? I don't know. Spectrum is, I guess Spectrum bought out Time Warner Internet, because it used to be Time Warner and now it's Spectrum. So I don't know where they are. I had Spectrum in California too. The Spectrum here is actually better. The internet is really, really good here. And in fact, I had Spectrum in the apartment, and the internet was really good there. And in fact, that time Jordan visited me, even he commented on it when he was like uploading his videos. He said, "Wow, the internet's really good here." He was able to upload his videos in like a couple minutes. So Eric's talking about all the people with different color hair and people that have tattoos. School has changed over the. You have no idea, Eric. How much school has changed since I was there. Bill just wants to stay in bed. I hear you. Sometimes that's kind of cool, but you don't get a whole lot done that way. What's happening at Disney these days? I guess Disney's back open again. I keep seeing some of my Disney friends posting on Facebook that they're going to Disneyland. So I guess the place is open again. I don't know if they're going to shut it down again though because of this new Delta variant thing. Bet my mom would love Spice World or Spice Village. Yeah, she probably would. I actually had to reshoot the opening scene for that because I kept calling it Spice World, and Spice World was that lame movie they made a number of years ago about the Spice Girls, and I kept calling it that. No, it's not Spice World; it's Spice Village. But yeah, I think that's probably if I ever get my mom to come and visit, that's definitely a place she'd like to go visit. That, and of course, the Magnolia Silos. And I think my sister will enjoy that too. What do I miss about Disney? I enjoyed the people. I really loved the job. The job was fun. You know, being part of parades, driving floats. It was a blast. I had a lot of fun doing it. My problem entirely was just the management. If I could have felt that I had some chance to move in the company somewhere and actually, get grow with the company, grow into the corporation a little bit, I probably would still be there. But you know, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get. Management decided that they didn't like me, and there's nothing I could do about that. Yeah, I agree with you, Gene. There's a lot of government and media fear mongering. This was something that kind of concerned me a little bit about how easily we surrendered our freedoms with the first version of the virus. Is that you know government watched that and I generally don't trust any politician. I think they're all kind of dictator wannabes, and they like being able to control people's lives for the most part, and we surrendered our liberties way too easily, and now I think this is kind of the consequence of that. Yeah, Adam's right. 1984 was prophetic. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. I saw a T-shirt once online. You can buy online that said "Make 1984 fiction again." Did I let management know my goals and what kind of feed? Oh, you mean at Disney? Yeah, I mean, I tried multiple times to grow within the company, but and I mean, they knew, and they wouldn't let me do it. I couldn't even be a lead, and I mean, I knew more about that than I knew more about the parade, I think, than most managers. I at least had more of a keen insight than on the technology at least. It was funny. Some of the technicians would come to me when they had questions. I remember one time that, a technician came to me and says, "Hey, I got to fix the radio on one of the floats, and I can't get it to come on. How do you do that?" And I started walking over to the float and says, "Yeah, I'll show you." And I looked and said, "Oh, I see the problem already. You got the float on the charger. You gotta plug in the batteries and then turn the float and the radio come on." And look who's back. And he's not showing his butt either. YouTube has personnel problems. Yeah, you're right. But whatever, it's what's happening. It is what it is. Right, Bite? Good morning, Black Dot. How are you doing? Must be afternoon there. It's still morning here. Peg 2 says supervisors always have an incredible power to be petty. I think that's really what it is. And I had kind of a theory about what the problem was down there at Disney. And that is all the managers were incompetent. In reality, that's what it was, because it showed up in every decision they made. They never actually fixed anything. They just kind of did things the way that it was always done, and didn't have any real insight on how anything worked. They didn't know how to be managers. They were all ex-dancers that could no longer dance anymore. And I think that's part of the problem. And I think a lot of them knew that they didn't know what they were doing. And so rather than get somebody in there who might make them look bad, they always promoted people who are dumber than they are. And unfortunately, that's not a good formula, because eventually, that's going to catch up to you. You can't keep getting dumbing down your management. Hello, Three Trees. Yeah, I'm doing good today. It's me and this guy, thick as a brick. That's true. Well, there's two kind of people that work at Disney, and there's people who are just way, way, way into the Disney culture, and the rest of us. And I was part of the rest of us. But and you can tell the people that are just, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I work at Disney." It's like, yeah, yeah, get over it. It's just a company. There's an awful lot of people though. You go look online for uh, support groups for like disgruntled Disney employees, and they're all over the place. Because Disney tends to chew people up and spit them out, and that's just the sad reality of it. The thing is, Disney attracts a lot of talented people, and so when you're constantly surrounded by talented people, and all sorts of talented people want to work there, I always made the analogy as that Disney was like a billionaire who loses $100 bill. You and I lose $100 bill, we're going to frantically look for it. We're going to try and figure out what happened to it. But Disney loses $100 bill. It's like, yeah, who cares? I got more. And that's how it was with talented people. Because I think I could have done good for for that company. I think I could have grown with the company and been a real asset to the place. I know that the job I am right now, they appreciate me, and that's just a good feeling. Yeah, you're right. That's a problem with management in a lot of companies, but I think it's a lot worse at Disney just because, like I said, there's so many talented people that want to work there. Everybody who's any kind of creative wants to work at Disney, and so it just they just take it for granted. A lot of companies they want somebody who's who's talented, who will do a good job, who has you know um, ambition and desire to make the company better, but Disney, it's like, who cares? South Park's version of Disney, a vision of Disney has been spot on. Yeah, you're right, and it's true. It really is. I mean, I haven't watched South Park in a while, but I remember that one, uh, the one with the head evil Mickey Mouse and the Jonas Brothers. That was probably what 10, 15 years ago. How long was I at Disney? About 12 years. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I knew I had to get out of that place. And, I kept saying, oh man, I'm leaving. I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. And people just roll their eyes because he said, yeah, he's never going to do that. But then something happened a couple of years ago, and that was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. And I remember that day, I called my dad after I got home from work and said, that's it. I've decided I'm cleaning. I'm going to fix up the house. I'm moving. I'm going to sell the house. I'm moving to Texas. And that's how all this started. Yeah, but then again, I know a lot of people, Bill Kay, who've been at Disney for years and years and years, and they're just doing the same thing too. You know, somebody said a little earlier that Walt would be rolling in his grave. They're right. I know people who knew Walt, and he would never have tolerated this. Hey, Mistress Beats, haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, you're right, David. And Disney has done nothing but gone downhill. Disney used to have something called the Four Keys, and you might have heard about this in the media because Disney just recently added a fifth key. The four keys were safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. And basically, those were kind of the four priorities of the company. You want to do everything safely, you wanted to be courteous, you wanted to put on a good show, and you wanted to be efficient. They've added a fifth key now called inclusion. It's like that's just pandering to the crowd because in reality, inclusion is covered in courtesy. So it's unnecessary. It's just them trying to you know blend in with who they think the cool kids are right now, and it's been going on for a long time. They removed they removed some of the scenes from Pirates of the Caribbean because it wasn't politically correct, and now they're going to get rid of Splash Mountain because that's not politically correct. And just give me a break. I even heard that on their Disney Plus channel they have disclaimers at the front end of of some of their movies that say, this isn't exactly PC anymore, and blah blah blah. Yeah, geez, Disney. I don't have any. subscription services that I watch, so I don't have HBO Max. Yeah, you're right, Peg Tooth. I got out at the right time because California went crazy when the pandemic hit and Disney got shut down, and they were, it was already bad the year I left because the year I left, they decided to stop all parades in California Adventure, and that was where I worked. I worked at a California Adventure primarily, and so after the Christmas season was done, the schedule went to nothing. I basically got 0 hours from the second week of January until I left the state in May. That gave me a lot of time to get my house ready to go, but it was bad already that year. And then they were shutting down the whole place for about a year. Yeah, no, that would have been the end of me. So I got out at the right time. Everything really fell into place for me on that. What other job would I ever wanted to get in at Disney? I wanted to just kind of move up in grades. I wanted to become, a lead or a manager or even one of the technicians. They called them PMs, and I would have loved to have done that, but they didn't care. So whatever. And there went Mike here. So flip the computer back towards me here so I can look at the thing straight on here. You met Walt when you were a boy. That's cool. He just came out of the apartment. Yeah, that was the place above the firehouse, right? That was sort of his apartment at the time. But I think you can get a kitten to get along with your 2.5-year-old dog. Your cat passed away before I got her. I don't know. Have you ever putting the cat in or put the dog in with a cat? How do they get along? Sometimes cats and dogs are fine. Sometimes they are not. That would be the key thing. I think I'd have to look. Disney overrated and overpriced on top of all of it. Yeah, well, it's a fun place, and I mean, I see why a lot of people love that place. I got over it pretty quick, but when you have ultimate free access to the park anytime you want, it gets old after a while. I made any new guided by voices purchases? No, not really. I think the latest one I got was a poster that actually Jordan kind of posted on my Facebook page. He thought it was a cool looking poster, and I agreed with him. I got that, but that was probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago that I got that. I haven't done anything with the new cookbooks yet, but I'll do something at some point. On the positive side, how's the new job? I'm loving the new job. It's a little bit more work, and I'm moving around a lot more. But um, this whole week, for instance, I somebody else was out on vacation, so I had to fill in for that person. I was a little scared at the start of the week, but it went pretty well. So I am enjoying it, and it's been a positive thing. So far, thumbs up. Yeah, you're right, Black Dot. If I'd stayed at Disney, I would have missed the whole adventure in Texas. And I mean, it really has been. You know, everything got so much better for me when I left California, when I left Disney. You know, it was a bad first year, what with losing my dad and all that, and that was kind of sad. But you know, everything kind of fell into place. And my mom keeps saying that my dad's looking down on me and smiling, so that's cool. Yeah, I remember the e-tickets. Yeah, I know. I've, you know, it's always hard when you lose a pet, and I know I'm eventually gonna have to face it with these two because these two aren't kids anymore. You know, they ain't babies anymore. They're about 13 years old, I figure, probably older than that, because I had them before I started at Disney, and I've been away for Disney from, yeah, they're probably 14, almost 15 now, huh? You guys are old. Dang, you realize how old you are? Really old. You thought it was at work at first because the thumbnail live. Yeah, YouTube has changed the way they start up their live stream stuff now. It's a lot more like um, uploading a video, where there's like multiple pages of stuff you have to fill out. And it used to just give you an option where you know just say, okay, smile at the camera. We're going to take your thumbnail shot, and that's why usually the thumbnail shots are me staring at the camera doing something like this. And you know, last week they changed it and I couldn't do that. So this week I actually went and just shot a picture of, you know, of Nibble. Let's see, get back up to the top here. Basically that picture right there, and popped it onto the computer and actually shot like three of them because there's another one that was an option, and that was a third one that could have been the picture, but you know, you have to upload an image now. It doesn't, they won't just let you shoot it, or at least I haven't figured out how to do that. Does cell phone battery saver really work? I guess it does. I mean, I think what it does, it kind of shuts down some of the background apps. And if you got apps that are doing stuff in the background, you know, that's chewing up battery time. So you do that, you eliminate that, and it should save the battery. So yeah, it should work. Yeah, last week actually went pretty fast, David. So yeah, you know, it's, you know, for the most part, my job was basically one thing, and it was basically just keeping up with the machine. You know, unloading product from the machine, putting it on the pallet, and that gets old after a while. So, you know, it's nice to have a little variety. That's the thing that kind of you know, burns me out about jobs is when you're doing the same thing every day. That was another good thing about Disney is there's something different every day. Yeah, I'm glad I landed in Disney in Texas too. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. In fact, she's giving me updates now on Saturday night or Sunday morning by text, just so I know what to say. And she said this morning, here, I'll read it for you. Let's see, let's get it. Don't want to bug you. You have a long week. Just letting you know that you can tell your viewers tomorrow that mom is alive and kicking. However, she does not like the smoke up here and all the fires around us. It's really bad. Air quality index has been at 500 for the last few days, and it smells terrible, like the fog in Southern California. We are encouraged to stay inside. I will watch the live stream tomorrow. We'll talk tomorrow. So hope you had a good week. So yeah, there you go. That's right from the horse's mouth. And no, I'm not calling my mom a horse. What was the name of the wild rice company? I'll go get the thing and I'll tell you. Hang on a second. The company is called North Bay Trading, and they actually got a website you can order online. The web address is, let me find it here, www.northbaytrading.com, all one word, North Bay Trading. I'll type it into the thing here. Hang on. Make sure I spelled that right here. Yeah, that looks right. That one right there. So yeah, check it out because you can get all sorts of stuff. This is actually Canadian wild rice that you can get, but they got all sorts of like soup mixes and stuff like that. So and then you can just get all sorts of wild rice. And this is, like I said, Canadian wild rice, and I got a big bag of Minnesota wild rice. It's all good stuff. Your wife and you enjoyed the spice vlog. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, I thought that would I thought that would be a fun one. Like I said, I've been trying to visit them for a few months, but apparently they got the whole store got damaged in the big freeze last winter, and they've been operating out of like some alternate location. So that was the day I went. That was the first day they were open again. So it was fun to go see that. I tried to go like a week earlier, and they said, "Oh yeah, no, it's still a week away," and it actually turned out to be another 10 days. So, but yeah, I went on the first day it was open. So now with my mom's knee problem, she probably shouldn't be kicking anyone, but whatever. You did Orlando Disney in the summer. You don't know why Adam and Lou can't get enough of that place. Well, I was talking earlier about people who are just really, really, really into Disney. Adam's clearly one of those people. You know, they just completely buy into the whole Disneyland is magic. It's like I guess having worked there, I know it isn't magic. I knew it wasn't magic even when I was a kid. I remember going on Haunted Mansion, which was one of my favorite rides, and I'd look at the effects and I could figure out how they did it. That's just my head. My head just works that way, I guess. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My mom sent me this for Christmas. It was like a big package and had all sorts of wild rice in it. She knows I love wild rice, and sometimes it's hard to find here. So, are my plants flowering as I hoped? Yeah, some of them are doing pretty good. They're all growing really, really well. So, I'm not losing anything. The plants that I'm planting in the yard all seem to really do really well in Texas. So that kind of makes sense that you'd think that the nurseries would only have plants for Texas that do well in Texas. Yeah, well, maybe Adam is just kind of transitioning into one of these vloggers who really caters to the Disneyland is the world kind of people. Because I mean, there's a lot of people that are really, really, really into Disney, and so you know, he's just found something that people like. Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean was your favorite rides. Yeah, I like those two also. I'm also a fan of Space Mountain. That was a good one. Um, let's see, what are the other ones I like over there? Uh, well, I mean, there's a lot of good rides. Splash Mountain was good. Matterhorn's good. Big Thunder Railroad's good. I like the roller coasters, so those are always fun. And when you get over to DCA, I like Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I don't think it was as good when they turned it into the to the Guardians of the Galaxy thing, but that was fun. Radiator Springs Racers is kind of a fun ride. Um, what is it? Soaring over California is a great ride. California Screaming is a great ride. More power to Adam. Just hard to get over a 50-year-old man screaming on a ride he's been on numerous times. It's almost to the point where get a life. Yeah, well, that is his life. So, like I said, more power to him. He loves Disney, and he's found somebody who's willing to pay him to go to Disney. And I'm sure he probably has a season pass, and so and I'm sure as a vlogger he can write that off. So, like I said, more power to him. Didn't have a Space Mountain. Yeah, that kind of came in. I don't remember. That's been there for a long time, but yeah, it's. I don't remember when exactly Space Mountain, but yeah, probably if it was anything, it was probably late '70s because it seemed to me I did like we did like grad night at Disneyland when I was in high school, and I think it was there then. That would have been like 1982. So yeah, you're right, Bill. Any way you can get your kicks and get paid for it, that's the best kind of job. And like I said, Adam is supporting himself doing that, and absolutely loves doing it. And it's the same with Jordan. He loves what he's doing, and it doesn't sound like he's getting anywhere near to the point where he's saying, "Oh, I'm getting tired of this." Yeah, well, David, that's sort of what this vlog is going to be. I mean, I got to admit, who my audience is. My audience is, 98.5% of you are like 35 or older. So yeah, I have definitely a different audience than either Jordan or Adam the Woo or any of the rest of them. And it's just I'm kind of one of you too. I'm 57 years old, so I'm not going to have the same interest as say Adam or Jordan or stuff like that. There's overlap because a lot of you, most of you, came to me through Jordan. So you're with him too, but it's this is always going to be a different thing than either Jordan or Adam. In fact, Jordan said that to me. He said he at one point he enjoyed watching me because there's nothing like my channel on the internet. So I found my audience. That's good. Where are the cats now? One's right here meowing at me. He was looking out the window. I got a couple of windows in the front of the house here with blinds on them, and what I do is raise one of them up about that much, probably about 12 inches or so, because then Bite could get out there and look out the window. He likes doing that. Nibble too. There's like a little ledge too there, so they can get up there and lay on the ledge and look out the window, and they really like that. You were into Magic Mountain? Yeah, I've been to Magic Mountain. Magic Mountain was a little bit of ways away, so I only went to Magic Mountain a few times. But yeah, Magic Mountain I think was probably a better park for me than Disneyland because I really love the thrill rides. I love the roller coasters and that kind of stuff. Lately, he's been doing Route 66 with Carpetbagger. Interesting. Yeah, I got to admit, I don't. I watched Adam periodically for a while there. I haven't really checked in on him in a long time, and the truth is, I've never seen Carpetbagger's vlog, so he seems like a nice enough guy. I got to meet him once. Black Dot's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Black Dot. It was good to see you. You're right. Everyone's vlog doesn't. You got to do their own thing. That's what it is. This is my vlog, so and my vlog is probably more like the traditional definition of what a vlog is. A vlog is a video log. So that's what vlog is. It's a mashing of the words video and log, and well, a log is like a journal. So mine is literally what a vlog is. It's a video journal of what's going on in my life. Oh, Aaron, Oren's checking out too. Thanks for stopping in, Oren. Yeah, it's my buddy. He's showing his butt again. He's good at doing that. You have to call it the Bites Butt vlog, right? Yeah. Would I like to grow the subscriptions or content with staying? You know what? I'm happy where I am. I do like the fact that I'm getting new people periodically. I'm constantly trickling up a little bit. It makes me happy when I see people new people subscribe. But I'm happy where I am. So that's good. I think it's a little bit more pressure when you're up like where Jordan is with 200,000 subscribers, or where's Adam, like 500,000 or something like that. I don't even know where Adam is at this point. Oops. See if I can even figure that out here quickly. There it is. Adam the Woo. Yeah, 583,000 subscribers. That's a lot. I'm inching towards 3,800. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Glad you're able to stop in. Mm. Oh, water tastes really good today. Hits the spot. Let's check in on the hurricane here, see what's going on. I was figuring it would make landfall about the time that I was on, so come on, bring it up. And a little bit of rain blowing in over here, maybe. Let's go down to Louisiana, where all the fun is. Sometimes the imagery on this one is superior, but let's just look at it on the phone. Sometimes the phone does a better job here. Yeah, it looks like it's made landfall. That's a nice little storm there. I think they were going to say it was about going to be about a category 4 when it made landfall. I think they said 16 years to the day when Katrina hit. So that's kind of an odd little irony there. But don't I think Adam will peak and decline? I don't know. We'll see. It will. It's all going to depend on him. They say you got to kind of improvise and improve or die. If people start getting tired of the Disney stuff, he'll either have to adapt or he will decline. See, I think that's one of the things that I kind of like about my vlog is I don't really depend on it. You know, it isn't like Jordan's vlog, it isn't like Adam's vlog where that's my life. And if I don't keep entertaining, and if I don't keep people, wanting to keep come back and watch, I lose my source of income. I got a source of income. I could stop vlogging tomorrow and it wouldn't really affect me that much. So it's nice to just have it be a hobby and not something I depend on. But we'll see what happens. Will that affect you any, Breck? I'm assuming you're talking the hurricanes. Like, no, the hurricane's moving away from us. It's not going to affect us at all. Right now, it's sunny out and a little scattered clouds. I'm actually seeing maybe some rain coming in. We might get some rain here today. I don't know. Let's move away from this and back over to Texas here. Yeah, because there's kind of looks like there's some rain kind of coming in from kind of the northeast. We're right here in about Waco, which is right there. So I don't know. It might be interesting in a couple hours. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it's better that way too, Gene. It's just it's less pressure. You know, the only reason I really do this is because I enjoy doing it. Yeah, you're right, Mark. Not a lot of turmoil going on here, and I think I think I mentioned earlier that 98.5% of my audience is like 35 or older. I think that's a big factor in it. When you have a more mature audience, it's like we grew up showing respect for each other. It isn't like today's generation where they grew up with the internet and you can be a real jerk online and not have to face the consequences. You were a jerk to someone when we grew up, you got hit. It's hard to believe vlogging every day, day in, day out, and eating junk food. Yeah, I know Adam's gonna have to do something about that too. I'm sure Carpetbagger too. They both need to lose some weight, big time. Well, I was looking at this little storm that's coming in from the northeast, and that could be driven at some level by the hurricane because that is kind of an odd direction for storms to come in. Storms usually either come in off the Gulf or from the west. You don't usually get them coming in from the northeast. But if you look at the hurricane is spinning counterclockwise, and this storm that's coming at me is kind of could almost be outliers of that. Maybe not part of the storm, but being kind of affected by it. But that's okay. It's not going to be any serious rain. It looks like it's just a little storm cell coming through. Yeah, I'm happy with the countertops. They're going to stay. Yeah, but they're going to have to rip out the countertops to install the cabinets. See, this was a discussion I had with my mom too, because she had this done in her kitchen in California a number of years ago, and she said basically they removed the cabinets overhead, but just refaced the ones under the cabinet because apparently that company didn't want to rip out the countertops. They didn't think they could do it, so the only option they thought they had was to reface anything. But we're ripping everything out, so Adam Wu just gets a little too old for you. How many sandwich shops in Disney can you? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I liked him better than Justin, and he's a nice guy. I met him once, and he is just who he is. He is in real life who he is. In the on the vlog, just a real nice guy. But yeah, that's everybody has their own thing, and their own each vlog is a little bit different, and it has its own audience, and that's great. I'm just thankful that you all watch me. So there we go. Am I going to upgrade the sink and sprayer? I think most of those guys in the South have carburetors. I assume you mean garbage disposals under the sink. Yeah, I have a garbage disposal under the sink, but I'm not going to replace the sink or the counter or the garbage disposal there. They work fine. Adam was eating White Castle. At least see, when I do a restaurant vlog, I like to do something that not everybody's had. You know, I mean, it's going to be ironic saying this, but everybody's had White Castle almost. But I got to admit, I've never actually had White Castle, so I don't know. People say that some people really like White Castle burgers. Like I said, I don't know. I've never had one, but you're having a root version of beer. All right. I like the beer version of beer. That's just me. All right, Gene's checking out. All right, thanks for stopping in, Gene. It was good to talk to you. I've been taking 6,000 steps at school per day. That's good. That's a healthy thing to do. I used to have well, I still have it. I have a Fitbit thing, but I'm not allowed to wear it at work anymore. So that used to be getting me a lot of miles because I'm always moving. In fact, I've been saying that to the boss the last couple of days. It's like I wish I had my Fitbit right now because I'd be really packing on the miles. Yeah, Justin's a different thing. I've watched him a few times, but he's too hyper for me. And all the cut in those videos. Every one of his videos is like a thousand scenes that are glued together. I'd hate to have to edit that. Some of my videos are maybe only 4 or 5 scenes. I was trying to think what I was going to do for a video, and actually for today, and actually I maybe got an idea from something I saw on my Facebook page yesterday, and I might check that out. Kind of a simple thing, be a cemetery vlog, but there's kind of a funny story behind one of the grave markers. I won't want to try and find it, but I don't want to give too much away. Then you won't watch the video, right? No, I don't really use the Fitbit thing anymore. It stopped syncing up with my phone for some reason. That happened before, and I think what I had to do was uninstall and reinstall the app and then reconnect up again. But I don't know. The real miles I was getting was when I was wearing it at work, and like I said, they stopped. Stopped allowing me to do that too. Pro tip: replace your shut-off valves and install new ones. Yeah, you're right on that. I ran into that problem in California, not in the house in California. Not necessarily they didn't fail on me, but it got to the point where at one point I needed to turn off the valve, and the valves corroded open, and at that point I couldn't shut them off. So yeah. Now I've the one here, and I think even the ones in the bathroom have, they still work fine because I've had to shut them off a couple times. And your Samsung phone has those things work kind of with GPS, and that kind of does the same thing. Yeah, I got paid with the exercise on the Fitbit thing. The problem was when it stopped syncing for me, it stopped giving me access to my account, so I lost everything that I had accumulated. So I don't know. I was hoping to get a nice Home Depot gift card, but Yeah, mine was saying 10,000 or 11,000 steps or something like that. And I was routinely blowing that out of the water with work. I'd get home, and it wouldn't be 10,000 steps, it'd be 18 or 19,000 steps. So I did really well. Yeah, it seems like I've seen White Castle in Minnesota. It seems to be kind of a Midwest thing. I don't know if there's any of them here in Texas. Let's look. White Castle near me. Says predominantly in the Midwest and Kentucky and Tennessee. Let's actually see if I can find one though here. Locations. No, it doesn't look like there's any in Texas. Looks like yeah, it looks like it's Indianapolis, Kentucky, Tennessee, Illinois, Missouri, Minnesota, Wisconsin. Yeah, it seems, oops, wrong one here. It seems to be kind of where they are in the United States. So, yeah, no, none in Texas. I've seen the White Castles that you can get in the grocery store, the White Castle hamburgers in the grocery store. Never tried one. When am I going to paint the room? At some point. I'm not really in a painting mood right now. Done a lot of painting in the past month or two. So, between the kitchen and finishing up this room, I don't know, take a little break from it. Well, we'll get back to it. Yeah, I've seen those airplanes that go into the hurricanes too. That's the only way they can really, get real accurate information about what the inside of that hurricane is doing. But yeah, that's got to be a bumpy ride. Definitely not one of those things you want to do if you get air sick. Yeah, I think that's what I've seen, Bill K. Is the little sliders that you nuke. I believe the first White Castle was in Minnesota. Might be. I don't know. Have to look into that. Like I said, I've never had one. And again, I guess now looking at where they are, the reason's obvious. They don't have them in California. They don't have them in Texas. So the only place I've been aware of that I've ever been to a bunch of times is Minnesota. So and never stopped off to get one while I was there. How's my mom? My mom's doing good. In fact, she's getting to the point now where on Saturday night she'll send me a text because she knows the question always comes up, and my answer is always, "Well, we're as far away from me having talked to her because I talked to her on Sunday afternoon." So now she's sending me a text. So I'll read it for you here. Says, "I don't want to bug you. You just have a long week. Just letting you know that you can tell your viewers tomorrow that mom is alive and kicking. However, she does not like the smoke up here and all the fires all around us. Really bad air quality index, which is at 500. I guess that's horrible for the last few days. She says it smells terrible. It's like the fog in California, in Southern California. They're being encouraged to stay inside and to watch the live stream later. So there you go. I have heard about that there was like a motorcycle gang fight. I don't know. Might be one of those things I'll cover at some point. It's something I had to do some research about. I don't know when it happened, so that's one of the things I'd have to figure out. But yeah, my mom's awesome. That's funny. I was just thinking, I haven't seen Jeff Kidd yet today. And pop up, there he is. How's it going, Jeff? Just had your 109th homecoming at church. That's cool. Your church has been around for a while. Doing well, just tired. Yeah, I can imagine. Kind of explains then, I guess, why you're late. Probably ran a little bit long, huh? Remember when they made White Castle to order? It's not the same now. Yeah, I guess sometimes the quality goes down when you mass produce something. Well, we're glad you did pop in, Jeff. It's always good to see you. Like I said, I was just thinking, not 30 seconds before you posted the first time there. It's like I haven't seen Jeff today. I wonder how he is. So there he is. Let's see, there's somebody else I'm thinking about right now that I haven't seen today yet either. I wonder if they're gonna pop in any second here. We'll see. Nope, guess not. No, it's odd, except for the White Castle. We haven't talked about food much today. Gotta get going on that. Somebody better mention something about food here, or we're gonna have a serious problem. We're gonna have to end this live stream here because we weren't talking about food. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. Kitty treat jar is getting a little on the low side here. Took the lid off, and even Bite wouldn't stick his head in there. There we go. Cross-threading the lid here. Actually, I haven't seen Angela either, but that isn't who I was thinking. I was thinking of Rhonda Sear and her daughters Charlotte and Logan, who usually pop in at some point. Just had some huge tables of food at church. All right, that sounds good. Huge tables of food. You never can argue about that. And it brings us onto the topic of talking about food, right? Plus, the advantage is if you eat the food at church, then you don't have to go out for lunch after church, right? That means maybe Jeff can stay here for a little while. That'll be fun. Yeah, I'm kind of with John. I cut back on fast food a long time ago. It's not really that good for you. It's much better to just to prepare your own food. And since I got all the stuff I need to do that, frame myself up a little better here. I got the camera look like this. It makes it look like I'm really short. There we go. That's a little bit more appropriate. Just got to head back to clean up now. Yeah, that's the downside of being the pastor. Everybody, eats and runs, and then pastor's got to go clean up. I don't know if I'd go so far as say fast food makes me sick, but I guess some people that's a, it's a nice treat, but it isn't particularly good for you. I ate a little bit of fast food right when I moved into Waco before I even had my own kitchen, before I had my refrigerator and all that stuff set up. But for the most part, I'm well stocked now and kind of just prepare to make my own stuff. It's healthier and you know what you're getting. Plus, you never know, with fast food places, are the employees doing something to the food? You hear all the time somebody gets offended by something and then they spit in somebody's food or something like that. It's like, no thanks. Yeah, I'm with you, Tracy. I prefer home cooked food too. And since I can cook my own stuff pretty much, why not? Like I said before, you know what you're getting. Yeah, yeah, the cabinets are going to come out nice here. In fact, I don't know, do I ever, I don't think I showed anyone the artist drawings for that. Let's see if I can get them on here. Gmail, I think that's probably where they are. Yeah. Yeah, there's the artist conception drawings. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see them. That's the kitchen area with a stove. See if we can get a little closer here. Yeah, that kind of comes out a little better, right? So that's what that looks like. And then that's the other part right there. You know, they don't have the window here. Let's see, I can't even see myself here. Oh, because I'm too low. That's why they don't have the window showed right there. But so it doesn't look entirely like it should. But it looked pretty nice, I think. Yeah, the cabinets are going to look nice. I can't wait to get those in. I don't know. Nobody has anything to talk about right now. They consider paying the cabinets on a lump sum. I don't have the money right now to do that. Um, but since I don't owe anything, I got a decent credit line with them. They basically set up a credit card for me for them, and that's like the only credit card I have right now. So I'll pay it off over the next few years. It's actually an 8-year loan, you know, and I could pay that back at 150 a month. That's a piece of cake. I'll probably pay it off at a higher rate and get out from underneath it, and then we'll cut up the credit card again. I could probably cut up the credit card now because the only reason I got it was for this. What am I having for dinner tonight? I was thinking I might make a hamburger on the grill just because I got some tomatoes in the garden and some fresh tomatoes would be really good on a hamburger. So maybe that's what we're gonna do. Your friend wanted Subway. It was over $10. That's insane. I remember when their big promotion was $5 footlongs. What's the next food I want to make in the instant pot? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of times the cooking vlogs are just one of those things I get up one day and say, "What am I going to do today? Let's cook something." So I don't know. Maybe we'll do something this week. Who knows? Maybe I'll whip out those recipe books I got at the Spice Village for the uh, Dutch oven or cast iron fry pan that I got because that looks like there's some good stuff in there. Maybe we'll do something there. Dutch oven recipe, that'd be fun. I haven't used the Dutch oven yet. How many different cabinet styles did I have to choose from? There were a whole bunch of them. They had, probably 30 or 40. I knew primarily that I wanted just something white and something kind of simple. So, because that's kind of the colors I have in there. I like the pattern that the current counters have. I just didn't like the finish. So it will be very, very nice, I think. Do electrical outlets have to be moved? No, I don't think so. With one exception, there's one in the cabinet directly above the microwave that the microwave plugs into, and they're going to have to fiddle around with that. But that didn't seem like that was going to be a big deal. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's going to be a big deal even for me. I could do that, but nothing else has to be moved. I put the beer in my refrigerator. Well, it always ends up in the refrigerator at some point. Got to end up there before it ends up in my tummy. I'm not a, I am not a warm beer drinker. Dutch oven yummy chicken and dumplings. That actually does sound good. Let's see if there's a chicken and dumplings recipe in this book. These are those two cookbooks I showed you the other day. Let's see if there is a chicken and dumplings. That would actually be really, really yummy. Cheddar beef stew, that sounds good. Cinnamon rolls, garlic potato wedges, that sounds good too. Grandma's meatloaf, chicken tortilla soup, campsite biscuits. A lot of this seems to be geared towards actually something you cook in the on a campfire or something like that. Hawaiian kielbasa, breakfast burritos, cowboy baked beans, homemade cornbread. That sounds good. Ham and taters, cran orange bread. That sounds good too. Fireside lasagna, blueberry cobbler, breakfast pizza, cheesy bacon bread. That sounds good. Chicken and rice, vegetable beef soup, brownie cake, beef pot roast, a veggie bake, peach raspberry pie. All sorts of good sounding stuff, huh? Hearty campfire chili, bacon egg bake, chicken enchiladas, spicy chili mac, French toast, and s'mores bars, huh? I don't see I don't see chicken and dumplings, but there's some definite options there. All sorts of good looking stuff in there. Definitely have to check that out. Let's see if there's like an index on this other one here. There wasn't now the first one. All sorts of good stuff there too, but don't see chicken and dumplings. So I don't know. Maybe we'll have to dig for that. But if you got a chicken and dumpling recipe for Dutch oven, send it to me, Bill. I'd like to see that. Subway stores have been disappearing fast in recent years. Yeah, I guess. Should try vinegar and baking soda on the doors. I don't think so. If the paint thinner I had wasn't going to pull it off, I don't know if vinegar and baking soda would either. But at this point, I'm already kind of committed to just replacing them. So, hello, Jeannie. Thanks for stopping in. We're still here for a few more minutes. No, probably won't be getting a high-end telescope. Be nice to, but maybe someday. Kathleen says she flips houses and finds the people pay more when cabinets are brand new and were not used once. Yeah, there's there were so many things in this house that were just perfect that it was bound to be a few things that had to change. And you know what? This house was in really fantastic shape. Yeah, I had a couple setbacks. I had to replace that sewer line, and that was expensive. And this is going to be expensive, but this house is in really good shape, and everything else I was able to, um, everything else I was able to do myself, which makes it nice. Eric says one of the reasons he likes my channel is I'm always active with my subscribers. Yeah, well, that's sort of what these live streams are all about. It's giving you a chance to interact with me and maybe think of things that I didn't think to talk about. Oh, Tracy's checking out. Thanks for stopping in, Tracy. It was good to talk to you. That's okay, Jeannie. You don't have to apologize. We can't always pop in here on every time I decide to go live. Yeah, I've thought about that two peg tooth that I could use the cast iron on the burner on the grill. Yeah, I agree, Jeannie. That's what I was saying to my mom too. It's a big chunk of cash, but it's going to make the house more enjoyable, and it's an investment. This is a difference between having an apartment and having a house. Anything you do in an apartment, it's just making the landlord rich. Uh, this is going to add to the value of the house, so it's worth it. It's an investment. Well, it sounds like we're about to lose Jeff too. That's okay, but thanks for stopping in, Jeff. I understand you got your own life going on here. Can't stay and talk to me all the time. Yeah, I used to eat Subway a lot because they had a couple of Subways in the backstage area at Disney, and so if the grill wasn't cooking anything that was good in a particular day, you went to Subway, and I kind of burned myself out on Subway. In fact, as a matter of fact, you remember when I went to pick up the tickets from John at for Silo of Screams to go into that Comic Con a couple weeks ago. John actually is a manager of a Subway, and that's where I went to pick up um, that lunchbox and my tickets and my shirt and all that. And he threw in a couple of Subway gift cards for me. And I don't, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna probably be the first time I've gone to a Subway in a couple of years, just because I got a gift card now. So I don't know. We'll see. Last night you asked your girlfriend for some space. I guess as a teenager at my age, life is confusing. It doesn't ever get any better, Eric. Jeff's driving, but he's going to try and stay connected. That's cool. Yeah, we're only going to be going for another 10 or 15 minutes anyway. So well, I appreciate that you're stopping in again, Jeannie. It's fun to have you here. good recipe for chicken and dumplings in the Instant Pot. You ought to send me that. Can't really be officially a Texan until you've had chicken and dumplings. I don't know if the Instant Pot is a key component, but Bill's got to get up and get some things going. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I got to get some things going too, but I got another 10 or 15 minutes to go, so we'll stay around here and talk to all you wonderful people. That's the fact I still got about a quarter of a glass of water left, so you can't end the live stream until the water's gone, right? That's the rule. Yeah, these live streams, I mean, I go for 2 hours each week, and you know what? They just seem to blow by. I have fun doing these. Who thought I could have fun staring at my computer for 2 hours? Worse than that, staring at myself in a computer for 2 hours. Hey, VNA, how you doing today? I mean, I already got to deal with the fact that I got to look at this face right here in the mirror every morning. Now I'm staring at my own face in a laptop. I must be a glutton for punishment. Yeah, no, it's water, not vodka. If this was vodka, you'd know it by now because this would be the end of the live stream. Yeah, that's what it'd be. Have I been on a horse? Not in a long, long time. I did. I was when I was a kid. I haven't been on a horse in a long time though. I've been near horses because they had horses all the time at Disney. In fact, it's so important to get the horses used to all sorts of weird environments so they don't freak out. Because let's face it, when you're in a park surrounded by people and all the noise that comes from an amusement park, horses can freak out easily. And so it wasn't uncommon, for instance, when we were doing parades, that they'd have the horses come out and watch the floats come backstage because especially some of those floats that had a lot of noise and lots of lights, flashing lights and stuff like that, and lots of animation on them. If the horses get used to seeing that, don't panic on that kind of thing, then um, the horse is less likely to panic on stage too. Never got to ride them though. Needs a margarita. Yeah, that'd be good. But once again, that I just end up sleeping at the end of the live stream. A good friend of yours sold a draft horse to Disney, and they used him to pull the trolley. That's cool. Yeah, when they built Star Wars Land, that whole Star Wars Land in Disneyland was built on the area that used to be the old horse stables. So all the horses live off site now, and they trailer them in every day. Should allow myself a margarita in the last half hour of the live stream. Yeah, maybe. Suzanne's training her dog to wait until after the live streams to go out. That's awesome. But yeah, no need to make your dog wait any longer. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Girlfriend said she's gonna make chili tonight. That sounds good. Have the cats been meowing at night? Bite woke me up this morning by meowing. I think what he does is, I think what happens is when the food dish gets empty, they start panicking, and it's like meow meow, come feed me. But you look at Bite and Nibble. It's clear they've never missed very many meals. You wanted to have me drink beer a few times. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's like 1 in the afternoon, so it's a little early for that. Plus the fact I got to go do a vlog today, and if I get myself all hammered, that's not going to work very well. Wreck and Beer, a new show, huh? I don't know if I can keep up with 2 channels. One is about enough, I think. Think you're going to do pulled pork and beans for dinner. That sounds good. The alien looks thirsty. Yeah, maybe. I didn't ask him. Perhaps I should have shared my water with him. But actually, when we get down to it, do we actually know that that's a he? Maybe that's one of the females. Who knows? Rate a new brand of beer with every live stream. Yeah. I have a fan and light above my stove. Yes, but the fan itself doesn't actually vent outside. It's just a microwave, and basically it just blows it back out into the kitchen. So they don't have one that actually vents outside. A lot of times, you have the fan on the hood, on the cooktop or the hood that will vent outside of the house. Not here. Well, your wife and you are making the trek to Wapato, Washington, about 3 hours east of Seattle, to pick our annual peppers. Cougar Farms. Check them out. Okay, there you go. Oh, Kruger Farms. Okay. For a minute there, I thought we were talking about some farm that pandered to older women who have a thing for young guys. Water clock done. Almost. We got a little bit more in there yet. One more drink and we'll be done. If I was in a car, what would I use to get out and why? I don't know. I guess I'd use the doorknob. And why? Because I wouldn't want to be in the car anymore. Thanks for stopping in, Mark. It's always good to talk to you. It's always good to talk to all of you. That's why I do this. We have fun little discussions here. Vodka's almost gone. Yep, that's it. Vodka's almost gone. Farmers are brave folks. Yeah, hard workers too. Holy cow. Any retirement plans? No, not yet. I guess I probably got to start thinking about that though. I'm getting up there, huh? Do a vlog about me deteriorating on camera. I guess I'm just going to work as long as I can. Not exactly rich, but I'm okay. When I remodel the kitchen, I can relocate the stove to the outside wall to vent the cooking fumes and also be closer to an upgrade for a gas oven in the future. Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. I don't think I want to do that big of a. I don't think I want to do that big of an upgrade. I'm spending enough money as it is right now. So, oh, geez, retiring on the 6th. That's awesome. I don't know. I think I'd get a little bored though. It's nice to have something to do every day. And if I retired, then I'd have to do a vlog every day, and I don't know. I sometimes struggle to do three vlogs a week. So going back to doing 7 would be difficult. Yeah, last drink. The water slash vodka is gone. Yeah, I'm sure I'd find some hobby to keep me busy. Maybe travel a little bit more. But I kind of like going into work right now. I'm Prex hammered. Yeah, I know, right? That might be the reason why I'm talking about liking to go to work. Maybe I don't really like to go to work and I'm just really hammered. If I do retire sometime, would I travel a lot? Maybe. It depends on how my financial situation is. I mean, I'm not doing horribly. I've got a little bit of money saved up for my 401ks, and I'm in decent shape because of the house. I don't have a mortgage or anything on that, so I probably just enjoy the activities of being busy. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It also kind of feels like I have a purpose when I go to work every day. I That's one of the things I like about the current job is I feel like I've accomplished something at the end of the day. As long as the property tax stays affordable, I'm good. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I think we've been going for our 2 hours, so we're gonna pull the plug on this one. Gonna go out and do a vlog. I think I figured out what I want to do today, so we're gonna do a little research on that, and we'll get going. And I want to thank everyone for stopping by this week. It was a lot of fun, and we will, check in next week, and we'll go from there. So, thanks everyone. Have a good night. Bye.